Hello and welcome to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician. And today we're heading back to watch another Dimash video. This one is called The Love of Tired Swans, and I've got the English subtitled version up because I want to understand what's going on lyrically as well as musically. So we're going to analyse the vocals and think about the musicality and the staging as we always do, but also think about what's actually being said because it's important. And something that just made me laugh was when I scrolled down to have a look at some of the comments before watching. The top comment says there are only two kinds of people on earth: people who love Dimash and people who don't know him, which I think is kind of true, isn't it? If you have listened to Dimash, then how can you not enjoy his voice? I don't know how you could watch and even just be not impressed. You've got to be impressed if you listen to his vocals because they're just out of this world. So with that being said, shall we watch Love of Tired Swans? Yes. Here we go. Ooh, descending string line. Oh, the first thing I noticed was he does that melody, da da da, and then the piano does da da da, like a call and response. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Wait, let me just rewind that. Yes, that's where he gets that growl, that sort of very chest, it's almost speaking in a way, speak singing. By the way, excuse my curtains, it's very hot here today and I have to have the windows open and they get like sucked out of the room. They do what they want. Okay, let's carry on. Listen to that reverb. It's huge. I was going to say that clap sound, I thought, is that going to be just a clap every 4 counts or something, or are we going to have the beat come in? Classic kind of sound of Dimash. I'm all alone, you understand. And I noticed that we've got a swan on the back, the big screen that we're watching. So, you know, that literal visual, you know, this is called Love of Tired Swans, but that literal visual of a swan is there. And on stage we appear to have the whole orchestra. And kind of soft colours as well. Interesting, because usually when we have that, subconsciously I think when you listen to Dimash you understand how he phrases things, and so having that you sort of start to think, oh, this is where he does a big vocal and he goes all the way through his range, but in actual fact here we're just touching upon that. He's giving us maybe a hint of what's to come. Wow, look at that! Stunning. Do not say our love is gone and there's no way back. Wow. Swans can't live apart. Ah, and can you hear the bass now? Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun, dun-dun. That's an interesting touch. This is this rhythm taking me all the way through the song. Wait, let me just listen to that conviction. Huh. Oh, what is just about to happen? But the thing I found interesting there was how he had the conviction, then it slightly fell away, then it was kind of questioning himself. So telling even so much within those 3 phrases, never mind the lyrics of the song. I'm talking about here just his vocal. Without even looking at the lyrics, I would be able to ascertain what was happening because his delivery is so telling. I'm gonna close the window. I'm just gonna be hot during this because I need to concentrate. Such a different delivery, and that I'm sorry, but those reverbs are insane. This is the most reverb I've heard on a Dimash song. It's all encompassing, it's like a cathedral reverb, and it sounds really good on his vocal. I miss you, everything got complicated. And the background now is red, so it's almost like we've had the introduction of the song played out on that screen behind him, but now what's happening is the turmoil of the relationship has come to the forefront, and so the screen now is reflecting that as well within its colours. The reverb tails. Look at that. Oh, a little cry. Very aspirate. And we have that little line tick, 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 going on in the background that I touched upon earlier that speaks to me, because you have a lot of these sweeping movements within this song, but to have those little rhythmic parts, that is what carries the song in a slightly different way. Smooth. A little cry there as well. Listen. Oh, he's... See, this is what I was talking about earlier when we heard that melody and it made me think, oh, we're going into full Dimash. No. Oh, and funnily enough, the lyric on screen is wait, don't rush. I mean, art imitating life. Do not say our love is gone. See how he leans back into that note? Ah, and then suddenly to go into ooh, having that in the middle of the really strong, more operatic chest vocals just takes you away for a minute. Oh, did you hear the sweeping of all the instruments as well into that? Open jaw. I thought we were going to go through a whole Dimash song without having that rock edge. No, 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 no. There it is. Let's listen to that again. Yeah! Roll those. Oh, and we had a timpani swell there on the drums. Very nice. And we're going into his high vocals, I think. The smoothness. Let's just talk about that for a second, because Dimash, his phrasing is amazing. That rhymes. It should be on a t-shirt. Dimash's phrasing is amazing because he is able to just move through. It's like water, like liquid gold. It just floats above you and effortlessly comes across. And sometimes it can be easy maybe to forget that when you're listening for 4th, 5th, 100th, 1000th time to a Dimash vocal, because kind of get used to it in a way, but you also shouldn't get used to it because it's so one of itself. And I just wanted to kind of stop and remind us how smoothly effortless that is. He even reaches up to take that note. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and then to go from there all the way down, come on. Come on. I mean, it's so difficult to do that. Even if you think about the placing of your vocal and your larynx, I mean, you can try it whilst you're watching this video. Try thinking about singing a really high note and then suddenly going down to a low note. It's hard, guys. It is really hard. So his placement is amazing and his training is evident within that kind of a vocal. Okay, I didn't even know that was going to happen. Oh, and a chord change, but let's just talk about the fact that what I just said happened again. Straight after, he's like, up, down, up, down, up, down. But also, there's that nasal twang within this vocal as well. Take me quickly. There's that. Ah! Coming back down, everything following him. So now we're getting these super breathy vocals. This is something again that Dimash does so well, is when he's telling the arc of the storyline through his voice, through his emotion and his connection to the song. He's able to show you that in several different ways. It's not just the lyrics, it's not just his facial expressions, it's not his physicality, it's not just his voice, it's all of it together. Like a heartbeat, that drum. Liberté, that's such a beautiful word for swans. Wow, yeah, so the overriding thing for me with that performance was that story arc and the way that he's so good at combining different storytelling methods. Unbelievable. And we saw, you know, the differences in range as well, and the way that he touches upon the highs and lows within that. Amazing. What did you guys think of that song? Let me know in the comments box down below. What's your favourite part of that song and why? And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications if you haven't already, become part of our family. And you can of course find me on Twitter and Instagram at Nina_Schofield, and you can find links to my Wisio page where I can help you with your singing, and to my new single Ghost in the description box down below. And I will see you guys very soon. Love you.